Kit Edit Part 1. Now when you call up your kit, all of the note numbers have been pre-assigned on the pads. But you may want to make up your own note numbers. In fact, we hope that you do. And this is how it works. When you press on the edit and you hold it down, it takes you to the very first screen, which identifies what channel is on that pad. Each pad can be on its own channel. And again, you move the up and down arrows to decide what channel you want. Whenever you make a change, an asterisk tells you that you've made a change, and when you hit enter, it loads it in. So this is the channel. When I hit the right arrow key, the next parameter comes up. And what you see is slot. The slot means that there are as many as 32 notes that can be played on any screen. And 32 to 1. And the note numbers start from off, and they go all the way from 127 down to 1. And then what gives the ditty all kinds of power is that there's all kinds of other very fancy features in this in the instrument that we'll describe later. You can reset pads, you can freeze pads, you can scan pads, you can do notes off, you can do a kit reset, you can do reset, you can have pads linked to another pad. Any pad can be linked to any pad. We have also alternate reverse, program change, resets, back. It goes on and on and on. All kinds of functions, transpositions, and we'll get into these as special functions in another video. But basically what you do is you assign the note number that you want, or the function that you want, to the pad, to the slot. So first you set up slot 1 and you assign a note number. In this case, the note number is not a note number but a alternate reset pattern. Now when I go to the right, I set a minimum velocity for that pad. Minimum velocity means that when I hit it soft, it's going to play that minimum velocity. No matter how, when I play soft, no matter how soft I play, it's never going to get lower than 42. Velocity goes from 0 to 127. When I hit the right arrow again, the same thing. Your hard hit, in this case, is 127. If I made it very low, it means that when I hit it hard, it's going to play the maximum of that low value. Then we have gate time. Now the gate time is when you press play on a pad, it's going to sustain for a certain amount of time. And in this case, it's 200 milliseconds. So we have, basically, it goes in small bits here, and then it jumps up to seconds. And then we have some special modes. We have an infinite mode, which means that it never sends a note off. We have a latch that goes on and off, and that's the gate time settings. Now we have a gate mode. The gate mode is normally set to off so that it just uses the sustained time that we've established here as the gate. But we also have something called a roll mode. If you turn on roll mode, what it means is that if you play faster than the assigned gate time, then the ditty will stop sending note offs until after that time expires, and then it'll shut the note off. This allows you to play things like rolls on a pad, and no note off is sent until after you stop playing. And it'll send the note off after you stop playing and after that time lapses. Another mode that we have is velocity gate. And velocity gate allows you to have the difference between the gate time and the velocity gate. So that means that as you play soft, it's going to be this value, and when you get louder, it's going to be this value. So we're able to have different gate times depending on how hard you hit. So roll mode and velocity gate are some special gate modes. The next essential part of editing is to know how many sounds you want to play per pad. Now there are lots of different sound functions. You can have one note per pad, 2 notes, 3 notes, 4 notes, all playing simultaneously. But we can also have a switch, that the sound switch from one sound to the next depending on how hard you hit. And you tell it how many sounds you want. So if we have 4-note sound switch, that means that it's going to play the slot values of 1, 2, 3, and 4 depending on how hard we hit. So we have a switch mode, we have a crossfade, we have layers. That layers means that as you get louder, it starts layering the slots from 1 to 4. And then we finally have the alternate. The alternate mode means that it goes, the notes play, the slots play in an alternate note pattern, and they'll keep on playing until it sees a reset, an alternate reset, and then it goes back to 1. So that means that, for example, if I had 4 notes and I wanted to have that after the, let's say I have 5 notes, an alternate 4 going, on the 5th note I wanted to reset, it would play slots 1 to 4, and when it sees slot 5 as a reset, it goes back to 1 again. So if you want a 4-note alternating pattern, you assign the notes that you want for slots 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th slot, you set it for alternate reset. So those are the basic functions of the instrument, and now we'll get into the fancier stuff in the next video.